Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you. I wanted to say thank you to Mayor Zabrocki and Ed. I know was the Dean of Discipline once upon a time at Brother Rice High School, and he went to Mount Carmel, and I went to Fenwick High School, and we're all in the same league, and once a Catholic leaguer, always a Catholic leaguer. So we believe in working together and sticking together, and I wanted to come here today. What a great turnout in the Southland, and I think it's a very important land. There may be some somewhere that think this is nowhere land, but I'm here to tell you that this governor really believes in the South suburbs. I'm glad to be here with you. I just want to go over a couple of things. Today we're announcing with our mayors that we'll be getting together with $3.4 million in transportation investments in the South suburban communities here, as well as in the Kankakee communities. $3.4 million, and this comes from our capital bill that we passed 4 years ago. I became governor, as Ed said, on the 29th of January of 2009, and it was a pretty tough time in Illinois. We had one governor in jail, another one going to jail, and we had to do something about that, obviously, and we passed strong ethics laws that we enforce. But we also, for 10 years, did not have a capital plan, a public works plan, to invest in our roads and our bridges and our rail systems, our water systems, to build new schools and repair other schools, to lay fiber for the internet, to build housing, all the things you have to do as a state and as a society to lay the foundation for future economic growth. We had to wait for 10 years, and within 10 weeks, we were able to put together the coalition, bipartisan coalition, that passed Illinois Jobs Now. A very tough time in our country's economy and our state economy back in 2009 and beyond. We had the Great Recession that was really causing great difficulty for so many people. We passed this very large, important investment in Illinois' future, $31 billion. We've been implementing it ever since, and one of the provisions of that law that I signed, that I insisted on, is that every year that we would invest with local mayors and local county officials and township officials as well, money in local streets and highways and bridges. And so we laid aside $100 million a year for 5 years, altogether $500 million of investment that comes directly to a suburb, a municipality. The money that comes can be decided by the city council and the mayor how they want to spend it on their local streets and their local bridges, their local highways. I was just in Champaign. We announced our allocation for East Central Illinois. Yesterday I was in Marion, Illinois, in deep southern Illinois. We announced the allocation for southern Illinois. I've been to central Illinois, north central Illinois, but here in the south suburbs, which are very, very important to all of us in this region, we have to have a regional approach to our economy in metropolitan Chicago. We cannot let any region, any part of our region, down. We have to invest in everybody. Everybody's in, nobody's left out. So today, $3.4 million will be shared by each municipality here, and it's very important that we work together on this mission, because just talking about highways and all that, I came across I-80 from the Lansing Airport, a very good airport. We understand how important America's highway is, and since I became governor, we've been able to widen I-80 in certain parts and improve it. We understand that it's quite congested, and we have to do something about that. I'll speak about that in a minute, because I also want to talk about, if you take I-80 or I-57, you come to a particular curious place in America where two interstates, I-57 and I-294, intersect, but they don't connect. There's only one other interstate like that in the whole United States, and it's a little hard to figure out how that ever happened 50 or so years ago, but it never has been helpful ever for the Southland, for the South suburban communities, to have this lack of connection. So when I became governor, we felt that one of the important things for commerce and business and everybody in South suburban communities was to connect I-57 to I-294. And if you drive along I-57 right now, you see those gigantic pillars and those beams. I got to sign the first beam with a lot of folks from here. We're going to make sure that connection happens, and we're going to do it in as expeditious a way as possible so that people can get off and can connect. And that, I think, is part of what we all understand is 21st century economics and jobs.